Striped up, stand up, nigga, no
Basketball,
way.
NBA basketball. I need everybody to go to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Make sure you also go to the, make sure you check us out every Sunday at 4 o'clock right here on Instagram Live. Check us out on TikTok. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out everywhere you need to go see us. You feel me? With all that
Yeah.
What's going on? What's up to everybody who's joining the live? You know what I'm saying? BBM and everybody. Appreciate y'all. What we doing, Brody?
Of course, we got to talk about this championship that's coming up between the New York Knicks and San Antonio Spurs. We're going to talk about these Knicks. We're going to talk about OKC and what should they do. But let's start this episode off talking about these San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio Spurs routed OKC Thunder in Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals, landing Victor Wembanyama his first championship berth. Now, this is dope because this is also his first playoff berth and the first time he get into the playoffs. It's the first time he going to the championship. What do you think about the Spurs team and how they've been able to accomplish this, man?
I love the Spurs team. I think I said this maybe the season they got him. And then I said it again after they got canceled, that this is the team that you need to worry about. I remember vividly saying that this team is the next team up. You know what I'm saying? I thought that Wemby was a person who could change the game, somebody who could bring something to the game we've never seen before. Being that he's 7'4", he's able to nutmeg people and shoot threes and do all these crazy things that you've never seen nobody at his height do before. So when you have this type of anomaly come to the court, it's kind of like a rookie, or it is a rookie or something you ain't never seen, so you're not prepared for it. So the league has to catch up. You know what I mean? And he's hitting his stride early. And this is the scary part. He's only 20. How old is he?
He's 22 years old.
22 years old. And
yeah,
he
22 years old.
Mentality of somebody that's in their 30s. That's what we should be worried about. It's not his gameplay and everything. It's if you practice and do what you're supposed to do, you can't help but end up being good if you just stay on point. But it's the mentality that gets you over the hump. You know what I mean? And he has the mentality of he has the GOAT mentality, what I like to call it, is that I'm not afraid of anything or anybody. These are all things that these are all just things I want to achieve, goals. I want to be the MVP. I want to be the champion. And he's really doing everything possible to achieve these goals. This is what you call a perfect basketball player. A person who comes in with the idea of being the best player to ever play the game, and we really need people to not ignore this fact. This is what you call a perfect basketball player. When somebody comes in as a rookie and he immediately, I want to be the MVP. I want to be the best defensive player. I want to be the top scorer. I want to be the dude that can do everything. This is how you become that complete person. And for him to hit these finals at 22, I'm telling everybody right now, and I said it last show, if this man win this championship, dude, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So that's how I feel about the Spurs going to the finals. Y'all Knicks, and I know we got the fans up in here.
Go New York, go. I see it.
Y'all better not let this boy win this championship. I'm telling y'all. Because he has that mentality. If he wins it, I got to do this again. I got to do this again. Oh, wait a minute. I got to do this again. This is not the type of dude you want to let win a championship because he has the mentality to keep doing this. You feel me? So the Knicks, if you guys, the window is like this right now. If y'all let him win it,
window closed. So in Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals, 7 players from the San Antonio Spurs scored in double figures, man. They went 12 of 18 in the fourth quarter. Wemby only shot once and made 2 free throws in the fourth, but Fox was on. What's his name? Was Keldon Johnson was on here, 2 back-to-back threes. Vassell, everybody was on in the fourth, man, and that's what it took to take out the reigning champion, Oklahoma City Thunder. De'Aaron Fox had his best game in Game 7. Talk about De'Aaron Fox being so clutch and winning the award and how it came back around for Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals.
Before we get into that, check out some of the comments. Yeah,
okay. So, a Roman 731, go New York, go New York, go. BBM, De'Aaron Fox, top 5 point guard.
Yeah.
Stop doing that, bro. Hey, Roman, it's a rematch. Yeah, it is a rematch from the NBA Cup, actually, where the New York Knicks top the San Antonio Spurs.
Spurs and the Knicks from 99, too.
Also a rematch from the Spurs and Knicks, 99. Facts. BBM, if he wins, does he place ahead of Barkley and Ewing?
What he's
in my book?
Hey, man, pass me that through the phone. Whatever you smoke, because apparently you can, because you somewhere else right now. So pass me that through the phone, whatever that stuff you smoking on, but we could keep going.
And then BBM, best point guard, top 5, De'Aaron Fox. And Harry Roman said no, by the way, to the Barkley Ewing question. That's what I'm guessing.
My thing is this with De'Aaron Fox. This is something that's not unusual for him when it comes to clutch. He has been the clutch player of the year. I think that certain players don't look at games as this game is above what I can do. So, like, for example, like Harden, I feel like when he played playoff games, it's too much for him. The playoffs turns him into a different player in a negative way.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox, I think he really I truly think he comes into the games like every game is a game. Like, it's playoffs. All right, same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? And in all actuality, those are the deadliest players. Players who don't have like, this the playoffs. Like those dudes. If you don't, those type of dudes are the dudes you need to be worried about because in order to beat certain people at certain levels, you need to have them. You need to have them to have a certain level of fear, like of the moment and stuff like that. When you play in a team that has so many good players in so many different places, you would hope one of the stars would have that little bug in them, like, oh God, this is too much for me. But the two main dudes on the Spurs don't have that. That's scary. I don't care what you say. Like, they don't have that. Oh, yeah. It's the finals. Oh, my God, I'm about to shrink in this moment. They really get bigger, pause, in these moments. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying this is scary. You don't want to let a team this young. And this is what I think a lot of people were saying about OKC last year. You really want a team this young to get the championship bug because they have the ability to run the table. And when you have a guy who's like De'Aaron Fox, who's 26, 27, 28, who's not – because I need – also, one more thing. They haven't even hit their prime. 30 is your prime. Regardless of what people try to throw out there and make it seem like you old – after 30 and stuff like that. That is not true. Some of your best players who won championships at a high level won in their 30s because that's your prime. You know your body. You know what you can do, what you can't do. You know what I'm saying? You even though your off-court stuff is in kind of like more in order because you done been through it now. Like 30 is your prime. So these are all elements that people need to be worried about. These dudes are young, winning the Spurs going to win a championship. I'm sorry, New York. This is going to be bad. Regardless of whoever it is, I truly believe the Spurs is going to be the next team. But regardless, y'all going to have to worry. The NBA going to have to worry about OKC and San Antonio for the next decade. It's gonna be scandalous, bro. It's when he's
Oh man, this is exciting, man, because I think about New York, I do think about OKC, and I think about San Antonio running the league over the next, like you said, decade. So this was the first time, and we're going to be saying this a lot with Wemby. This is the first time a player in NBA history has made 15 3-pointers or 15 plus 3-pointers and 15 plus blocks all in the same series. That's how special this dude is. And a couple of days ago, I was on social media, and all I said was Victor
comments.
Wembanyama.
They got a lot to say. Go ahead.
All I said in the comments was Victor Wembanyama has the potential and the mindset to be a GOAT. That's all I said. Boy, oh boy, it's too early. He can never be LeBron James. He can never be Michael Jordan. He could never be, bro. I just said he has potential. Potential. Key word. That word is carrying the weight of that sentence. Potential. He has the mindset, and he can do things that no other basketball player has ever done before. Just like Mike, just like Bron.
Yeah.
Just Wemby. Yeah. 15 plus blocks, 15 plus 3-pointers. Folks don't do that. That is not normal. That is extraterrestrial activity going on.
Get the figure. Well,
phone home. He's word number one for a reason. So, yeah, I don't think Vic can be talked about enough, man.
Yeah, I'll read some of these comments before we bring our guests up.
For sure. So, my man said again, De'Aaron Fox should be or is a top 5 point guard in the league. He said, look, Fox is good. He's a good veteran point guard. He's lost a step, but added to his 3-point shot. And that showed in the conference finals last 3 games. We said the same about the Thunder. By Fanatics Sports Talk, True 30 is peak basketball. He's agreeing with you. Dude said in the league. Dude just said the league. Yep, that's a fact. I need what you smoking. That's A. Roman. BBM. He controls pace, hasn't lost a step. BBM said he's smoking like on the top 5 point guards. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Is this a conversation? Is De'Aaron Fox?
No.
Has he scratched that?
Yeah. When it happens, when they win the ring, it still is not a conversation. He still has a long way to go. He did play for SAC. We just keep it 100. We're not gonna play around. Awards don't mean a lot when you're on a team that doesn't achieve anything. So now once he wins the championship, the conversation still doesn't start until he puts him back into the position to win the championship. He doesn't necessarily have to win another one, but if he can do this again as the lead point guard for the team, then we start talking maybe top 15, top 20, something like that. But
in the league, he's talking about in the league right now.
No.
Okay. Yeah. So Jalen Brunson
is hurt and stuff that ain't playing. That we still have to see how they're going to play out. You know what I'm saying? So we have to let those things play out before we just call somebody who hasn't achieved anything up until this point up there in the top 5. Top 5 is elite, bro. I mean, in my case, maybe some people have, I don't celebrate mediocrity. No offense to anybody. You know what I'm saying? But top 5, just because you got a ring and you clutch player of the year, doesn't really mean anything. We have dudes who achieve much more for more longer span of time. So we have to respect that.
Okay, so just 5 off the top of my head. It's Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Luka Doncic, Stephen Curry, and what's up?
No, go ahead.
Cade, Luka, Steph, Jalen Brunson, and I'm forgetting somebody. LaMelo Ball.
You forget too, but we'll remember later.
Yeah, we'll remember. Okay, for sure.
All right, so I would love to bring up my boy. Some people who's been part of our show for the last couple of weeks, man. I really appreciate these guys for coming up. I really do. Fanatic wasn't able to show up last week, but he's going to show up this week. We have two of our favorite people from Fanatics Sports Talk Radio. You know what I'm saying? Our boy Blocka and our boy the Angry Puertorican. So we're going to bring them up right quick to join our show, right? So let's see if we can get them up here right quick. Who is that? Who is first to join? Turn your camera around, sir. There you go.
Oh my God!
Who is you, Stephen A? Is you Stephen A?
Hey, whoa! At least with Stephen A, Stephen A shit like back here, man. Come on, man. My whole thing shaved.
Come on.
Hey, fully embrace it.
Make some money at some point. We're gonna try to keep the cussing to the minimum. We're gonna try to keep cussing to the minimum. All right. Where Fanatic at? Come on, Fanatic. Get up here, dude.
I don't know, but your boy in the comments, man. # delusional.
# delusional. De'Aaron Fox. Overreaction, huh?
That's far reaching. Look, man, I like what he doing. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like what De'Aaron Fox is doing. Like, what De'Aaron Fox is doing. The last 3 games. Okay, so he came back in the game 4. All right. Came back game 4. Everything wasn't all peaches and cream with him. What up?
So I was trying to jump on.
I'll be here, man. Appreciate you showing up to the show, dog.
Man, always a pleasure, man.
What's the journey getting here? So I'm happy you're here, though. 100%.
He's a Clippers fan, man. He doesn't know how to make it to the finals.
All right, so check this out. We're gonna bring up a subject. What's up with it, bro? Drop that.
Yeah, so actually, I'm glad you joined because we're going to go ahead and talk about these New York Knicks
100%.
and their road to the NBA Finals. Now, the Knicks beat the Hawks in 6 games, losing what was it, the first 2, then sweeping, or was it 1-1, and then sweeping?
No, it was 1, then it was 1, then 2, and then we won the last 3.
And then won the last 3. Okay, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, and then they go on to sweep the Philadelphia 76ers, and then they go on to sweep Cleveland.
That the Knicks were down. Let's make sure we emphasize that the Knicks were down 2-1. They won the last 3.
Yep, and ain't lost since, right? Almost, yeah, ain't lost since.
No,
it's called respect here, man. Y'all have to respect it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
okay. I don't even know how to even call it into words.
All right, so what's the question, bro?
So, will this rest for the New York Knicks be an advantage or disadvantage going into Game 1 of the NBA championship?
Fanatics.
I'm glad you let me speak because absolutely they're gonna be rusty, just like they were in Game 1 of the last series where they got down 22 points to the Cavs. Yeah, I think it's gonna take them a minute to shake the rust off. I hope they don't get down 22 because I'm actually in honor of our bet. I'm rooting for the Knicks to win the championship. Go Knicks, go. No,
it's so crazy to look at all 3 of y'all right now and know that all 3 of y'all lost the bet against a New York Knicks fan.
Oh my God! I'm about to mute that dude.
This is why we didn't make ever.
Finish, please.
But truthfully, the fun part about the playoffs has been that we've seen how to beat both teams in the finals. You can get physical and you can beat up and you can frustrate Wemby. And I think the Knicks have the guys to do it. Captain Sassy and Mitchell Robinson both can get can get under the Wemby's skin. But in that same token, the Spurs have the type of guard play that's going to make Jalen Brunson a liability. We saw it. We talked about it. The Hawks got the Knicks down 2-1, and they did it with old CJ McCollum. I think graduated with Abraham Lincoln, and he was cooking Brunson. What he dropped 30 in each of the first 3 games, something like that. And he got bad knees. If even Fox with his injury is still playing, is still faster than McCollum, and Castile and Harper. These guys are gonna run Brunson crazy. So like I said, we've seen the formula to beat both teams, and how. So it's gonna be fun to see how each coach exploits that. So I'm really excited to see that. I'm scared to bet against the Spurs, because but Woodson. I think it's Woodson. Ain't it? Is it Woodson or Brown? And is it Woodson or Brown? That's
Brown.
Brown.
Okay. So
you dare ever.
Listen,
Ever.
until I see them in the same room together, it's the same coach.
Look.
Mike Woodson.
What's up, Mackin?
But I definitely think that I'll give the coaching advantage right now to Brown. He's worked with better players. He's made it further in the playoffs than the head coach for the Spurs. But at the end of the day, the Spurs have a resilience and a championship medal that goes long back. And so I'd be interested to see how the whole thing shakes out. But we've seen how to beat both of these teams. These are not invincible teams by any stretch of the imagination. The only difference, I'll give the coaching to the Knicks, but on the floor, the Spurs have the alien. This dude is like Giannis just said, man, that there's 15 threes and 15 blocks in a series is crazy.
Insane.
I like to compare him to what Wilt was doing because, remember, Wilt Chamberlain was 7'2" when the average player was 6'6". The average postman was 6'9". So it's kind of the same thing what Wemby's doing at 7'5", where a lot of big men are 6'10" to 7'1". So, but even still, the step back threes, the ability to handle the ball, it's scary to watch him and to think that he's not even 25 yet doing this. So it's gonna be
not even 23. That's crazy part.
It's gonna be a long 15 years with this dude, man.
All right, man. Let man Puerto Rican get in here.
Man, I wasn't even gonna, look. See, yo, Jay, why you gotta turn your head for, bro? Yo, Jay, why you gotta turn your head? Yeah, you over here like, nah, I don't even really.
Wait. Angry Puertorican. Who's gonna be the X factor player as far as like role players for the New York Knicks going into the finals?
First off, I definitely got to say something.
Okay.
I have respect for the Spurs.
Okay.
I have a lot of respect for the Spurs. All right, I'm going to give you 2 stats that blow my mind. Actually, 3 stats. 3 stats that blow my mind a little bit that makes me – there's one that makes me like, all right, I think we got this. All right, but there's one. And then I'll give you my X factor. My X factor is definitely going to be Mikal Bridges. That's it. Mikal Bridges is my X factor. The Spurs legitimately held them to 2 minutes of scoring, of having the lead in 8 quarters. Roughly 4 points was their biggest lead last night. 4 to 5, I think it was 4 or 5 points last night. That's their first lead in 2 minutes. I didn't want you to understand what they were doing defensively the last 2. We're not even talking about the last 3, because then it goes down to 9 quarters because then they held the entire lead. All right. I will tell you that in this series, Wemby, when he's off the court, the Spurs are minus 113. With him on the court, he was a positive 62. A positive 62 against the Thunder. That means there were 62 more points being scored or he assisted on. So, yes, should he have won most valuable player? I will tell you that right now, yes. I'm really highly still upset that Shea got this bull, because what you've seen in that series, you've seen someone that took someone's soul and basically enjoyed doing it, and then at the end you cry. But the one thing I will tell you is the Knicks fans did not cry. Knicks fans didn't cry. Knicks fans didn't go, oh my God, and run all the way down. No, we level-headed. We went straight down and we hugged each other and said, hey man, we know we got a whole thing. This is young to them. This is very, very young to the San Antonio Spurs. So this makes it a lot easier for me to actually tell you Knicks will actually win this game in this whole series in 6. And I tell you,
you say that like you ain't biased. I don't want to hear that.
It's not even about being biased. I just don't think they. So remember, I told you I had 2 more. I had 2, and then I had 1. I had 1 more thing I wanted to say.
Yeah.
I said I was going to add 3. What I noticed last night is they can't offensive rebound the ball against smaller guards. I watched that last night. They got out rebounded in that first half. There was the Thunder were up a positive 15. The Spurs finally get 8. Vassell's a foul machine. He fouls a lot. He likes to use his hands a lot, which I do love it. I love the hand checking. But hand checking is not allowed in the NBA in 2026, sir.
I thought you had one more thing. You said more than one more thing. Check this out. You sound like Atkins right now. You throwing up a bunch of numbers who don't mean nothing until we play.
They mean a lot. They mean a lot. It's analytically correct.
The numbers in the last series don't matter until this series starts. So
this is analytically correct.
This series, then you start counting numbers. I don't want to hear about what happened last series and who had 15 points in 15 minutes and 10 seconds and all that crap. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear the fact that you've been to face an alien and your boy over there sound like a girl. This is what we're going to talk about right now. We're going to talk about the fact that your boy is going to face somebody who's a dog for real. And the only dude that can save you outside of Jalen is Cat, and his life is over. I just want to let you know.
Hey, listen, analytically correct. Yo, you are analytically. Yo. And I've been saying this a lot.
The bridges is falling down. I'm just going to let you know. This is going to be the second time that he's facing somebody who likes to play defense. We seen it the first time in the first round when he freaking disappeared. When they had somebody who liked to play defense on him, and your boy number 5 for Atlanta. Now he got 2 dudes, Harper and Castle, who like to play defense. He disappears with guys who like to guard him, straight up. So when you talking about these bridges, you know the X factors in your game. You have 1 dude left that has a shot, a savior, and that's Hart. And I will give you that. If Hart shows up like he has the last 2 series, but the Bridges is.
You mean the last 12 games, 13 games?
Bronson also, I'm gonna call the Bronson Fox matchup. I'm gonna give Bronson the matchup because Bronson is Bronson. But Cat is done. I just want to let you know. Mitchell is hobbling into this series because he has an injury that's somewhat significant to his hand. And I'm not sure quite if this is blocking him or whatever, but since that's all he can do is block shots, y'all in trouble. Because he can't, he's a non-factor on offense when he plays somebody who has significant defense or something like that. So you have a lot of X factors that's on the minus for you in this series. When you playing a bunch of youngsters that's hungry. These ain't your average youngsters. These ain't the youngsters that you see back in the day who ain't been doing this. These youngsters look at it different. And then you have a leader in Wimbiana who done visited monks and all that Hamyam.
Yo, Jay, you've lost. Since we jumped into this, Jay, since we jumped into this, since I jumped on with y'all one time, right? And then we made that bet, and then we made another bet. All right, out of those two series, you've lost, right? You've taken a straight L every time against every time I tell you who's going to win, right?
We have not played nobody like this on defense yet. You played two teams that only on paper they play good defense. You haven't played a team who on paper and actually on the floor.
Right now, I think I'm 12. I think I'm 11-0 or 12-0 against you right now in games.
I hate you. I can't argue the fact that you have been undefeated, but you have been playing some scrubs. So Wemby just want to go home and play with his son. He did not show up for that playoffs. He was just waiting to get home so he can go play with his kids. You know what I'm saying? Maxie, I don't know what happened. I think the New Balance is broke. I don't know what happened. But I'm gonna say
Look,
this. You ain't playing none of them.
As we talk about this, though, I got a question.
You are playing.
Y'all really think
to be the next best player ever?
Okay. Y'all really think what?
If J-Dub was in that game, would that game be different last night?
Cool.
So, yeah, I was actually going to ask this question as well.
Shut up. Nobody asked you. No.
I was thinking about this Oklahoma City team, right? And I'm glad you mentioned it. Freaking Chet Holmgren got a soul snatch within the game. Pause. I'm just saying he got his cookies taken. Pause again. I'm just saying he got caught grabbing his ankles. Pause again. I'm just saying that Chet
he lost the match.
Was looking like he saw Casper. It was a bad thing. Every championship team, it takes skill, it takes some courage, and it takes a little bit of luck. San Antonio ran into Portland, beat the brakes off of them, but the next series they played an Ant-Man that was hurt, had a hyperextended knee. Then they played a OKC team where AJ Mitchell, we saw what he can do, ended up being injured, and J-Dub,
and Kane.
He's just been injured the whole season basically. I wonder what that series have been different. So if you're OKC, Blocka, do you trade Chet Holmgren and try to do something else, or do you keep it going?
No, man, we want a ring with him. I want a ring with Chet Holmgren. If I'm Sam Presti, is I go to Mark Dagnall and I say, hey, feature Chet Holmgren now. Make Wemby actually guard. We know he can defend. We know he can block a lot of shots from the help side. But how well can you guard somebody when I'm putting you on the block or I'm making Chet Holmgren face up? To me, that's what I do. Is I think about when in game 4 or 5 of 2014 championship or 2013 championship against the Spurs, the Heat had the same issue where D Wade had gone cold, and so I was like game 4 or 5, whichever one. The first 6 plays to go into D Wade, backdoor cuts, letting him ISO, all the things that accentuate what he was still good at that point. If I see that Chet's only taking 2 shots in whatever quarter it was that we realized this,
the game.
For the whole game. But by the middle of the quarter, he took those shots. I'm going to feature him.
First quarter.
That's what I'm gonna do. But as far as to handle the offseason, no, absolutely not. No, man. Because at the end of the day, if you trade Chet Holmgren, who are you trading him for? Because you still got that 7'5" alien down in San Antonio that's gonna be a problem for another 10 years. And the way he plays basketball, he can play till he's 40. So
you can't trade Chet.
So you don't trade another 7'3" guy. You make him get in the weight room. You make him be what it. Show me you hungry for this. Show me you're not Captain Sassy for the Knicks. Show me you really want to be the guy that we said you were. You're an All NBA player. It's time to prove it. But
OKC is a team. You gotta have J Dub in the lineup in order for OKC to play how OKC play. It wasn't about Chet because you have to. He's not a player that you're gonna go to as the main guy. You needed J Dub to take the to also off SGA. You need J Dub to have him. He's the true third player on the team.
Right.
Like Chet is the true third guy. He's not the guy that you be like, okay, we expect 25, 30 out of you. Even though some people may say you should at this point, but you got to look at the team dynamic and the type of team he is, the type of team OKC is. He fits perfectly in the type of team they have. If you were to make him your first or second guy, it would be detrimental to your team. He has to play in the role that he plays in. J-Dub was the key to them losing that series. If you have J-Dub, we have a different series. I'm going to just keep it 100. Like, if J-Dub plays, the series might not even go many games as it does. I really think OKC probably wins in 6 if J-Dub plays. You know what I'm saying? I really do, because J-Dub makes that much of a difference, and we saw that in the game where he actually played, and he played at somewhat of 100% when he scored 20. They beat the brakes off the Spurs. they beat the brakes off it. You know what I'm saying? So we can't ignore that fact. So when you have a guy who's a first team, second team player, all-star, 25 a game, it really do make a difference, because when you actually, if we're going to go analytics, acting style, they lost by the points he would have accumulated.
Okay. 100%. I think you.
Hey.
Okay. Look.
I just want to say, yo. Yo, every time y'all keep bringing up Chet, I just keep thinking of 2 free throws. This man shot 2 free throws. That's it. That's all. I'm done. That's it.
All right.
That's it. That's all I want to say. My man shot 2 free throws. That's it. He was 1 for 2.
But that's coaching. That's coaching. I'm not going to let my All NBA player. If one of the things shout out, God rest his soul, Big Al Flanagan, from one of the greatest high school basketball programs in the country, and the greatest in the state of Arkansas. Man, we lived and died by the 3. We lost our state championship my senior year by the 3 because we started missing 3s. But at the end of the day, if you miss 2 threes in your next shot,
we're going to have to join you. We can't hear you. See if you could jump out and rejoin for us right quick, Fanatic, because you're breaking up a little bit.
Okay, so I just got some rebuttals. Yeah, it is coaching. That's a part of it. The other part of it is you was acting scared. You were straight up. You were scared of Wemby. That's what it looked like. I think everybody saw that. You shot 2 shots in a game 7, and you made $240 million fully guaranteed. Wemby is 2 years younger than you. You're 24 years old. You've been to the championship already. You have a ring. And you mean to tell me on your home floor, when y'all back against the wall, you shoot twice? No. I need you to get some of that money back. I need some of that money back. I need 50 million back, bro. No, you can't do that. You can't be an all NBA player.
In the background or something like that, Brody? You got something in the background or something?
To me?
Yeah.
It's just my fan.
Is
that what y'all hear?
Maybe so.
That better?
It is actually, yeah, a little bit better.
Yeah, sorry.
All I'm saying is, no, you're good. You're good. I need some money back though. I need some of my money back. You can't. That was huge. And honestly, yeah, I do think it would be an overcorrection to try to like trade him or anything. But how does this sound to y'all? I'll let you answer, big bro. What if we traded AJ Mitchell, Chet Holmgren, and 3 first-round draft picks for Giannis? Because you got to remember, Wemby ain't going away. You still got to see this dude every year. This looked like this is budding to be a rivalry. Wemby told you, I don't like you. And Shea, the MVP trophy you just got, that should have been mine. And now I took your heart on in Game 7 on your home court. I got to see you in the Olympics possibly. Chet can't get to another title without going through Wemby from the looks of things. What if we got another dog, a real dog in Giannis? A 6'10" guy that's going to go through your chest. 3 first-round draft pick, A.J. Mitchell, Chet Holmgren. What you think?
I don't like the trade because I feel like OKC is a complete team. Once again,
Okay.
Jalen Williams plays. This series is different. They have complete chemistry together. Chet like SGA like Chet. You don't break up something like that this early when they all young and still actually willing to play with each other and willing to take contracts to keep the team together and stuff like that. You keep going with that. You know what I'm saying? Once again, if Jalen isn't hurt, the series is different, 100% different. We actually taking I think Jalen is a potential MVP type player, like 100%. I really do. I really do. Jalen is a great player. He's not what I would say above average or just a good player. He's a great player. So when you missing something like that off the floor, that takes a lot out of the team. So I think 100% Jalen Williams with Chet put Chet in the right pocket of the type of player he is. If you send him to Milwaukee, he has to become the guy or the other guy. He's not that guy. You know what I'm saying? He has to be and as much as I hate to say it about players, some dudes have their roles that they play, and Chet is the third guy, and that's what he'll be. And we've seen it from his mentality throughout the years. Some dudes just pick the pocket. I tell my daughter about her friends. Sometimes when people show you who they are, you have to believe it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to accept them for the person that they are. Don't try to make them more or don't try to make them less. If they show you this is what I am, accept them for what they are. And this is what Chet is. Chet is the third guy.
Hey, Roman. So Nick Wright says that the New York Knicks are the favorite going into the championship. Do you agree with Nick Wright on this one, or do you think the San Antonio Spurs are the favorite?
Man, we're playing in San Antonio, man. So, I mean, honestly, more than likely, I'm giving it to San Antonio as being the favorite. I mean, you're playing in front of your home crowd, a hostile crowd. There's no way I could do that. And two, if Vegas and them already have San Antonio, they have us down. They have, I think, San Antonio up like -3.5. So they already have them, already winning by at least 4 points. So it does me just thinking it's like, I don't know. I look at it as a hostile crowd. I think
you all. I appreciate that. I appreciate the realness. You know what I'm saying? We get a lot of people who just like weirdo fans who just not going to be realistic with what it is. I appreciate that though. But let's continue though.
No, it's just like I just sit here and think. I mean, look, man, we look. I can talk a lot of shit all I want, but when you sit back and you look at the rest, and y'all, when you asked that question of Blocka, and you were like, does the rest play? Yeah, man. Honestly, when you also brought up the whole luck factor, it has a lot to do with luck. If you think if Sam Merrill hits that first shot, we're not talking about. We're talking about a completely different series with the Cavs. We could be talking about this could be the Cavs and Spurs right now. Just basically off that one shot. You think about it. That shot went in and then it came back out. Game of inches. It's just like when you playing football. Game of inches. It was a game of luck. All right, but we for them to allow us to come back, 22. That says a lot. But you came off and you showed off rust. Playing against a team that's already, that's 4 days. Look, this is like an all-star break for them. We've already had a week in Cancun. You know what I mean? It came back. You know what I mean? Like, this is bad. Like, I honestly think like it's bad. I think this, somebody mentioned to me the other day, I don't know about y'all, but, somebody mentioned to me about thinking about, like, maybe why don't y'all go to 5 games instead of making it 7, bring it down to 5, so at least that these guys can at least still try to have the same kind of rest, but the same kind of, layoff after a game is being played. You jumping right back into it where your legs aren't so tired, because by the time you go back into it, we're going to have fresher legs. Well, you're talking about a team that's averaging, 23, 24, maybe 25 and a half years of age compared to what our team is built on. Yeah, this rest matters. I mean, I'm not really too worried about whatever Mitchell Robinson's going to do. But when I look at it, what's going to happen, I honestly don't think we're going to have the enough firepower in the first game. I don't see us winning the first game. And I hate to say that. And I'm a true believer. I'm a Knicks fan. Y'all know that. But I just think, man, hostile crowd. I mean, it just depends on what kind of offense we're going to get. Are we going to be are we going to pass the ball the same way? Are we going to keep Wemby on top of the key? Are we going to keep making these fast decisions, especially after, a make or miss? You notice after a make or miss, we're running. All right. Are we gonna allow San Antonio? It just depends. Like I said, I don't know, man. Like, it's really hard for me to say this, but I'm being honest. I don't know if I can really say it.
Bridges is the key, like you said. Bridges, we need to see 15 or better Bridges. We have to see that. We have to see the heart we've been seeing the last 2 series. Your other guys absolutely have to show up. We can't have nobody like because if Bronson happen to have all night or Cat happen to have an off night, they have to. Cause I'm gonna keep it 100. Since we keeping it real, I would love to see the Knicks win it, bro. Cause the Knicks ain't and on the low. I like the Knicks. I've said this each series, much as I hate the fact that you beat me up on these bets. I do like the Knicks, though. I do like the Knicks because of the fact that they haven't won so long, and they have been a staple team that haven't won like the Celtics or the Lakers and something like that. But they still have been in that realm of a staple team that everybody knows, that everybody recognizes, the orange and blue. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, your team has to have its others, as Shaq called them, show up every game in order for y'all to beat the Spurs. And
no, you're right.
Shane Dimes, I got a question.
The edge this first half with Wemby over Cat is Cat don't play defense like Wemby play defense. You know what I'm saying?
No, he can't. Incapable.
And, so that's the only edge that I think the Spurs have over you guys, that their defense at a particular position is really, he changes the game. He changes everything inside the key. It's different now with Wemby. You know what I mean?
Jay Dons, I got a question.
Go ahead.
I got a question. I want you to make a prediction on this one.
Mm-hmm.
If the Spurs lose, what do you predict will be the reason why?
If the Spurs lose, it would be the same thing they lost. The same reason why they lost game 6 against OKC. Wemby has one of them. I just showed up tonight. I ain't come here to do the Wemby stuff. You might get 16 points, 2 bars, my 10, 11 rebounds, but I don't have no real impact on the game. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that's what game 6 was for Wemby. He just showed up because it's like, you paid me, gotta clock in type. You know what I'm saying? Type. You know what I'm saying? I felt like the game 6 was. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it would take to beat the Spurs is Wemby, pretty much just like I showed up tonight. I already came in there. It's like I clocked in to work, but I ain't come here to work. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Type stuff.
Angry Puertorican. So we were watching, I think that was game 4 when Wemby went crazy over in California. You joined that episode. Me and my cousin was there, and we were saying, man, it looked like they be looking off Wemby. It looked like they need to get the ball to Wemby more. They need to feed him more. He needs more. Stop, Vassell, stop shooting the ball so much. Give it to Wemby. after the Spurs won Game 7, there, I think that was Vassell having an interview, and he was saying, "Yeah, man, we really moved the ball. You know, everybody was involved. Everybody got to touch it. You know, we just got to keep moving the ball." Do you agree with that philosophy from Vassell, or do you feel like they really need to target in a win? Because it just sometimes looked like they be looking off Wemby. What do you think? Do you see that?
To be all right, so you know, given what you said, like I'll take that because it's like I definitely get where he's coming from. Look, if you notice, you know, and this is why I think that this is going to be an evenly matched series. I think this is going to be a very evenly matched series because if you actually start sharing the ball and not one person, you have that one person that can dominate. Wemby's too young to dominate a game. I will tell you that. He is too young. You can see it. I will say that. He's really too young to try to take over a game. Now, yeah, you can start off hot. You can come in with your Shaolin monk stuff. You can come into the, you know, beginning of the court, you know, whatever. You know, you can do whatever you're doing. All right. But you got to have that mentality, and you're just now hitting that. So, granted, I understand that, but, you know, everybody's trying to compare him to Tim Duncan. I'm sorry. Please stop doing that. Please stop doing that. Like, I wish people would stop comparing Wemby to Tim Duncan. It's pissing me off. Out of respect for Tim Duncan and one of the best power forwards to ever play the game, please do me a favor. Victor Wembanyama is a center. He came into the league as a center, not as a power forward. When Tim Duncan came into the league as a rookie and they won in '99, he was a power forward playing next to a center named and also a Hall of Famer named David Robinson. So when I think about that and I look at a lot of what people are, you know, considering what he can do, man, look, you look at this series. Teamwork is going to help them win this game. It's not going to be won because that's how they won Game 7.
100%.
Okay, so question, real quick.
Get on Blocka.
Two things. Number one, if the person that they're comparing you to happens to be the person that's coaching you every day, is that okay? Number two, what do you call what he did in Game 1? Okay. What do you call what he did in Game 1?
That's what see, I like that you say that. Wemby, unfortunately, Angry Puertorican, bro. No, he's a game changer, bro. He's one of them dudes that if he comes in hot, like okay, if you've been watching these playoffs, which I know you have, every game that he's come in scoring off top, 2 threes, couple of dunks, couple of blocks, Spurs whoop everybody ass. 100%. When you have a guy like that, he's a game changer. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a game. So, and then once again, we have to go back to mentality. He has a 30-year-old, 35-year-old mentality. He doesn't have the mentality of your average, say, Anthony Edwards or John Morant. Anthony Edwards ain't on the level of John Morant. But I'm saying they don't have the mental, they haven't realized how good they are. We're talking about a 22-year-old who realized I am this dope. All I have to do is show up and do what I do. You know what I'm saying? And when you have a guy this young who's winning this fast, but who realize he can win this fast, it's a difference, bro. He's a game changer, bro. If he comes in, hit 2 or 3 threes in his first game, y'all in trouble. Y'all in trouble because we've seen it. And each game comes out and the team is on a roll, the Spurs just win. They win. You know what I'm saying? Only time they lose is when he comes in. Like I said, he just punched the clock and I'm just here to work today. You know what I'm saying?
Let me just be completely honest with you. Like, you look at Game 7 and you look at Game 5, those were his worst 2 outputs. Scoring wise, he went 0 for 5 from 3 in Game 5. But as a team, they shot terribly in Game 5, right? And a lot of people were ready to write him off then. But in Game 7, he went 7 for 15. He did go 3 for 5 from 3, but he only had 7 rebounds. And he was in foul trouble with 5 fouls. So again, like I said, to reiterate, we do have the formula on how to beat him. He's not completely invincible. Mm-hmm. And somebody like we watched Julius Randle beat him up. We watched Naz Reid beat him up. We watched a lot of the Minnesota Timberwolves really get physical with him. But I mean,
you can't get through that sentence without being laughed at. I'm sorry.
I'll say, I'm saying that elbow was nasty, bro. Like, I don't know. Somebody won that fight, and it wasn't Nas Reed. Somebody won that fight, and it wasn't Nas Reed.
That's like throwing a rock at. That's like throwing a pebble at an elephant. Yeah, he was agitated for a few minutes. Yeah, he was agitated for a few minutes, but come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like,
let me ask you something. Should he have been suspended for that?
Huh?
Should he have been suspended for that elbow?
In the words of Wemby, look. In the words of Wemby, what's a flagrant one?
Hey, I'm from the 90s. Timeout. All right. We taking the timeout. Y'all good? Is it in place? You can talk. All right, next play. Let's go. 100%. You be all right. Ain't no blood. You good. You all right.
Like I said, if you look at it, look. Jay, you good? You good? It's like, all right, yeah, you know what? Get out there and play.
Okay, yeah.
Look, like I said, Victor didn't even know what a flagrant. What I loved the most was when they were talking to him on the sideline. He's like, "What's flagrant one?" Like.
Oh my God!
Like, it's the first time he's ever been in trouble in 3 years, man. It was like he looked like the young kid that's like, just got caught stealing bubble gum from the store.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean this is bad? Don't steal it.
Like, bro, you really almost knock somebody's head off. Of course you ejected. What kind of dumbass question is that?
Hey, but I had the feeling after he got ejected and he started clapping and started, like, you could see it all over his face that next game it was going to be up. And it was up.
And it was.
And it was up. Blocka, congratulations on your graduate, bro. I see you.
Thank you. Yes, sir, man.
I love that, man. And all of 2026, man.
My daughter
Who graduated? You graduated? Your daughter graduated?
Oh, my daughter.
You see the shirt?
Welcome to the squad. My kid graduated, valedictorian of the whole city. Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah.
You raised the smart one. I'm proud of you. You need to write.
Man, hey, man, look, man, I'm proud of you, too. I also want to say that, since I got a bunch of dads on the TV, you feel me? Man, I'm so proud of my fathers who out here being real dads, you know what I'm saying? And seeing your kids walk across the stage, you feel me? That's a big deal. I don't care what anybody say, man. We talk about the new generation, you know what they say about us and black fathers and what we don't do. Let's talk about what we do. You feel me? I raised mine by myself, and whether you had help or not, I'm proud of all my fathers out here making it happen. Seeing your daughters and your sons and everybody walking across the stage, because I know the hard work that it takes to get them to actually drink from the water. You feel me? You can lead them to the water, but it's hard to get them to drink. But when you get them to drink, this is what you get right here. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations.
The next ones that's up, you feel me? And I can say everybody on the street, Angry Puertorican, I don't know about your kids, but I can speak for at least 3 of the men in here.
Yeah, I got a 21-year-old, bro.
Yeah. That's not
21-year-old.
Boy, what you doing?
So, should he have been suspended for the next game?
Well, again, what's flagrant one? He never know. Nah, man, come on, man. He's 22, leave him alone, bro. Nah, man, he good.
No.
Nah, he good. He took his concussion like a man too, wobbling and all that. Look, man, come on, man. Tried to get up real quick.
Hey,
fell straight to the ground. He took it like a man. So
I'm not going to ignore the fact on how he's finna let his let down. He's trying to let his let down feel a little bit a little bit better. I don't know, Blocka. I know you people, you OG like me. Like, you see how he's trying to make it. Oh, yeah, the Spurs are so good. And, you know, if we happen to lose, you know what I'm saying? It's just
Hey,
like, you
that's
know,
the
it
same
is what
thing.
it is.
That's
The
the same
Spurs
thing
was a
Shay
better
did after
team.
Game
He's
6.
trying to line himself up, Blocka. You captain him. Do you see it? You
That's
see?
what
You see
Shay
what
did
he's
after
doing?
Game 6.
He's trying to
Hey,
make that landing on. He's trying to make.
hey man, look.
Look,
Hey, I'm gonna tell you straight out. Ain't no shame because we talking about something we've never
I
seen
know
before.
what you're trying to do.
We've never
Yeah, the
seen Wimby
Spurs are a great
before.
team. Yeah,
That's a
Wimby's great. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know what you're
I
trying to do.
respect the
It's
Spurs.
all.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, my phone is gonna die. I mean, we've been an hour. You know what I'm saying? Right? All
Right.
right. All right. So, man, we just left it on the court, man. I like to thank my people from Fanatics Sports Talk, you know, Angry Puertorican, my people Blocka. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for joining this show, man. Love y'all and
Always.
appreciate y'all showing up. You know what I'm saying? Little bro, you already know I love you, boy. You know what
Hey,
I'm
you
saying?
too, big bro.
Always a pleasure doing these shows, having these conversations with you. You know how we do. You know how we rock. You know what I'm saying? I need everybody to go to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share.
Hurry over there.
Make sure you check us out every Sunday right here on Instagram Live at 4 o'clock. We on TikTok. We on Facebook. We on X. You know what I'm saying? We everywhere you need to be. But until next Sunday at 4 o'clock, you already know what it is. What it is.
That's
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 game.
gang.
game.
I'll let
Yes,
y'all,
sir.
man.